Our first guest just survived the worst storm in the world when several tornadoes destroyed his hometown. But luckily it wasn't real. It was all staged for the new movie Into the Storm. Take a look.
Hey, Allison, what's happening?
Keep filming.
Whoa, guys, look at that! Grant! Oh my God! Yeah! Get it in!
Oh
my God.
Got my heart beating fast already.
All right, well, here with more on that action-packed disaster thriller and his real-life tornado survival story is actor Jeremy Sumpter. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, that looks so exciting just watching that there. Tell us more about the movie because it really follows the lives of a few different people and how they would react in a natural disaster like that. But your character doesn't run from it, you run towards it. Tell us why.
Well, you know, for me, I'm a guy who loves tornadoes anyway. Twister was my favorite movie growing up as a kid. I'm sure a lot of us have that story.
Right
and well, Jacob, he's a guy who he gets in way more than he bargained for. Okay, his buddy Daryl calls him up and says, "Hey, man, we need an extra camera guy for the crew. Do you want to come make some dough?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Thinking I'm gonna go shoot some tornadoes from afar. Little do I know, we're actually shooting tornadoes right up close in person and trying to get into this thing. And it's a little too much for Jacob. He doesn't enjoy it and he gets scared. And that's the opposite of me. I would love to be a storm chaser on Storm Chasers.
That's what I was going to say. Would you run toward the tornado and take pictures of it and instead of running away?
Yeah.
In real life?
Oh yeah, I smack fear in the face. You know.
Wow. And these aren't just like any little tornadoes. These are like the worst ever recorded that they're chasing down.
Seriously.
These are some pretty intense tornadoes. We got a couple of sidewinders, jumpers, and we have a fire tornado, and we got a 2.5 mile wide tornado. So it's everything you want in a tornado movie.
Now you say you like tornadoes, but are you like a weather nerd? And is it true? Did that draw you to this part?
Yeah, I mean, I can sit here and go on in detail about what these tornadoes can do, and like this one right here, that's a funnel coming down. And that's the tightest that we're filming in. But you know, the Weather Channel is constantly on my TV. That and the Golf Channel. I play a lot of golf. But yeah, no, weather's been a big part of my life since I was a kid.
But don't play golf during a tornado.
Oh no, do not.
He might like that actually.
Outside in a tornado would not be great. Your ball might go a little left.
Well, besides just watching the the Weather Channel and stuff, I mean, did you have to do any other kind of special preparation in order to do this movie?
You know, on YouTube, there are so many videos to watch of professional storm footage or, amateur videos and people who just captured on their cell phones, which is kind of why we shot the movie in that vein, is because it's more familiar to people. When you watch this movie, you're going to get right up in it, and it's going to feel like you're there. It's going to be more familiar to you, like the way you watch the tornadoes on the internet. So I did a lot of, that kind of research. I watched the whole documentary on the Joplin tornado, and then, I've actually had experience with tornadoes as well.
But tell us about your real life experience and how did you escape it? What happened?
Well, I was 6 years old. I was in first grade, and I was kind of a class clown. I'm telling my teacher.
Really?
Yeah. I look outside my window, and as I'm doing my work, and I notice it just gets really dark. It's a bad storm coming. It's dark. It was raining, and it's starting to get windier and windier. And the trees are going, like this, coming down this way, and they're coming all the way down this way. And like, Miss Jackson, I think there's a tornado coming. Sure enough, 5 minutes later in the announcement, there it was.
But did she believe you? Or she's like, Jeremy, sit down.
Yeah, that kind of
making a joke.
Yeah, exactly that. And sure enough, I was right. The announcement comes on, and they rush us into the hallways. We get down in front of our lockers, and it tore through our gym. And the sound effects in the movie, during the whole school scene in this movie, it's spot on. It's like that freight train sound coming through. And
so the
rocking of the building, yeah.
Were you scared when that happened?
Oh, yeah, I was terrified. But, we made it out, and it was just, it's something I'll always remember, that's for sure.
Yeah, not the boy who cried wolf. You meant it when you said it. Right. You were saying, get down, duck for cover.
And did it bring back memories being in this movie and experiencing these tornadoes again? Bring back, like, scary moments or memories for you from back when you were a kid?
when we were filming this movie, we had these wind machines, about 140-mile-an-hour wind machines, and we had rain machines, and we had fire explosions going around us, and trees falling down, and debris everywhere. These guys throwing debris in the wind and stuff. So they actually made the feeling of tornadoes all around us, but the tornadoes weren't there. But you can feel what it was like in that hallway.
So did they use green screens for stuff, or
Yeah.
how did they do it? How did they actually make the tornadoes for the movie?
No, they did it all in post.
Okay.
We had several different visual effects companies, and kind of like one for each, personality of the tornado. So.
The personality
Yeah,
of the tornado.
these tornadoes have personalities. I mean, it's the star of our movie.
What are some of their personalities?
Well, one's on fire, and then these other, they're like Victoria's Secret models, some of them, because there's like 4 or 5 of them going around, and they're just sitting there dancing with these like sexy tornado bodies, just like,
Sexy
hey,
tornado
don't
bodies,
you come
I
mess
like
with
that.
me, And then we got this, real monster of a beast tornado at the end.
And who's that? The Michelin Man?
The Michelin Man to the tornado.
Well, I know you know a lot about weather and tornadoes already, but was there any one fascinating aspect that you did learn while filming this movie about tornadoes?
We learned a lot of different things. We learned to stay the hell away from them.
Okay,
And
that's good.
we learned that we learned more about the circular flow that goes up underneath and what actual storm chasers are trying to get to and learn about and to be able to, do when that's why they're out there doing this stuff, is because they want to try to warn people sooner and predict these things a lot faster than they do now. And
They just must get a huge adrenaline rush from it.
Oh,
you know. Was there a lot of adrenaline on set? Was the energy on set pretty high because of what you were talking about?
We go inside, we sit and make them hair. We're a little tired. We just woke up, right? And we do our makeup, get in wardrobe, and then we go on set and they soak us. So we wait right.
What did they use to soak you?
Well, they had these big cranes, and they stayed up this rain machine that's on top, about 30 feet in the air, and they just, for all the rain to come down, and we just start getting soaked. And so we had soak downs every day.
All right, sorry, Shannon, hold on. Come here again. I want to see what this is. What is this?
Oh, she's looking at the tattoos.
Okay, so
what is that?
Oh, Jim.
That's my brother Owen, Jeremy, and then nothing can come between us but the Lord. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I love it. Look at those
Look at that
guns.
brotherly love. Uh-oh.
Getting
The
kinda
gun
hot in here.
show.
Jersey Shore here. No, I'm joking.
Oh, wait, I have to ask you one question before we get off the tornadoes. Now, if a tornado was coming towards your house, God forbid, and your family and everybody was safe, what's the one item, only one you could grab before running out the door?
What would I grab? I would grab my Beatles CDs. I would grab. Oh, that's just the one thing.
Picture?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? A
memento?
family photo.
Okay.
I'd grab a family photo.
All right, all right.
I like that.
Well, you're from Carmel, California, right? How did you get into the acting game in the first place? I mean, what made you want to start doing this? Because, folks know you from Peter Pan, they know you from Friday Night Lights, and now they know you from this new movie coming out next Friday, by the way. But why did you want to do it?
Well, when I was, like I said, I was born in Carmel, lived there for a year, and then moved to Kentucky, where my mom was from. We grew up there for 10 years. And my dad heard an advertisement on the radio called IMTA, International Modeling and Talent Agency, which is, a schooling system that Ashton Kutcher, Sean William Scott, Eva Longoria, many others, Elijah Wood, we all got started through there. Basically, it's you audition for your hometown school, and if you get picked, you train for a few months, and then you go to LA for the convention, do modeling and acting, where agents and managers come. We all went in, and I got picked in my family, and we came out, and I just started working.
Wow, the rest is history.
Frailty was my first movie. Actually, funny story. Frailty was my first movie, directed by Bill Paxton, who played my dad, right? So I worked. So and I told him Twister's my favorite movie when I was a kid. And then I ended up working with Helen Hunt 8 years later. And here I am now. It's come full circle, and it's now my turn to play a storm chaser.
Wow.
I like it.
I like it.
No,
I definitely do.
It's true. So what's next after this?
I got a film coming out called The Squeeze, which comes out early next year, just before the Masters, I think. It's a golf movie with Christopher McDonald. And I play a gambler, kind of a hustler in that. And then there's Takedown, a film I just finished not too long ago called with Jim Gillespie, who directed it. And Max Deacon, who's in our film here, he's in that film with me as well.
It must be fun to work with folks again.
Yeah, I love working with people you've worked with before. It's great.
Yeah, well, before all those movies come out, we have to make sure we go to the theaters next Friday to see Into the Storm.
Into the Storm.
You guys were talking about
wait.
Guardians of the Galaxy #1 this weekend.
Yes.
Well, there's a storm coming this week.
Uh-oh, there's a storm coming.
Yeah, it's a powerful tornado, so it's going to blow Guardians of the Galaxy right out.
Oh,
I like that. Little competition never hurt nobody.
Jeremy Sumpter throwing it down.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on 360.
We'll be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.